As Sherry Shepherd would say, hey family. We would like to sincerely thank you for all of your support and encouragement for the New OGs podcast. It is a podcast particularly for Black women 50 plus, but we want you to know that we ain't discriminating against nobody. We ain't discriminating. So no matter your gender, no matter your age, no matter your race, please come and hang out with us in our safe space. We, the New OGs, we want to be a collective. We want to be a community. Our motto is, we have something to say about almost everything. So let's give them something to talk about. There is so much stuff going on in this country right now. And we firmly believe that we need to build a collective. We need to build a community. We need to become thought partners. And there are so many issues that we can all share in: our wisdom, our life experiences, our trials, our tribulations. For example, there is so much happening in the world of menopause and its cousin Peri. Everybody's talking about menopause and perimenopause. Halle Berry, back in 2024, she was misdiagnosed and she found out that she was going through menopause. Our girl Melanie Sanders, she has a podcast. It's called We Do Not Care, and it's helping women navigate menopause and perimenopause in a very, very funny way. And Queen Latifah is the spokesperson for Weight Watchers and menopause. So there's a lot of content out there. There's a lot of resources. There's a lot of information. But did you know that there is some type of pellets that can be inserted under our skin to help us with our hormones when they're all over the place, when we're having hot flashes, when we're having all kinds of trouble? Yeah, that's something that we need to talk about. And what about the fact that for the first 6 months of this year, 2025, approximately 350,000 Black women have left the workforce, estimating a loss of $37 billion in wages and economic output. That's a lot of households down one income. And sometimes it's a household where it's the only income. And of course, that is disparaging numbers compared to other demographic groups. Yeah, that's something that we need to talk about. And as we age, so do our parents and other elderly loved ones and relatives. And we have to make a hard decision of whether we're going to put them in a nursing home facility or we're going to have them stay put in their own homes, or we're going to have to bring them in-house. And a lot of times we make the decision to bring them in our homes based on our culture. That's just what we do. And so you becoming the caretaker, and I always say, being a caretaker ain't no joke. It's very, very difficult. And I always say to my friends, but who is going to take care of the caretaker? Because aging parents and emotional love is what has to happen. And we're not even going to talk about having a job. We're not going to talk about whether you have a spouse or a significant other. We're not going to talk about whether you have adult children maybe living in the same home or not, and grandchildren, and friends, and all of the other stressors that come into play when life just be lifing. It's tough. And so the question is, again, who's going to take care of the caretaker? Yeah, that's something that we need to talk about. A friend of mine last week sent me an email of an article of a woman whose ex-boyfriend almost choked her out. She had bruises and everything all over her body, and especially around her neck. She took him to court. The judge was getting ready to sentence him, and she asked for leniency. She said he was really a hard-working father. 3 weeks later, he shot and killed her. On my TikTok page and my Instagram page, a post popped up. There was this sister. Her name is Sarah, content creator. She had a big bruise underneath her lip. It was purple and red. It was huge. And she said that she had gone over to her boyfriend's house. Another woman was there, and he beat her up. Now, this guy, he's supposedly a well-known designer in Houston. And she said, I am no longer a victim. I am taking my power back. I say that to say domestic violence, domestic abuse, unfortunately, is alive and well. And a lot of times we look at domestic violence as physical, but it's also verbal. We hear it in the music, we see it, we hear it in the movies, on TV, and more than likely, we've been a victim of being called out of our government-issued name, and also emotional abuse. Imagine living with a significant other that don't even speak to you day in, week out, or a long-term relationship that seems to be going fine, and then all of a sudden, there's no communication. Ghosted. We call that silent violence. And it happens all the time. So domestic abuse, domestic violence, yeah, we need to talk about that. And what about where the men's at? Where the men's at? I couldn't find my fan, but even if I could, I just can't get that thing to clap. I don't care how many times friends of mine have showed me how to flick my wrists, hold my hands a certain way, my fingers. But the point I'm trying to make is, again, as we age, so do our men. And let's be honest, we are healthier than they are. And so what are our alternatives? Because many men our age, 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus, they're married. They've been married. Now, they may be willing to stray out of their relationship, but are we? And so, what are our other alternatives? Do we look out of our race? Do we decide maybe we can be a cougar? And what kind of relationship will that be? And what about navigating friendships that have shifted? What about sex after menopause? Is there such a thing? What about our world of alopecia? And we can go on, and there are so many topics to be discussed. Michelle Obama said recently, at the age of 60, she knows a thing or two, and she got some things right. And it's time for us as women to share and tell our stories about life. Because many times women have delayed their claim to wisdom until later in life. We, the new OGs, say that later in life is now. It is time for us women to claim our wisdom and share them with each other. So stay tuned. We'll let you know when our launch date is ready. And until then, if you have a topic that you want to discuss, or if you just want to say hi, email us, ogs@gmail.com. Because we want to get to know you, we want you to get to know us, and we have some things that we want to talk about. So until we meet again, just be kind to one another. It's easy. It takes no effort. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button for us. Hit that like button for us. Hit that share button for us. And let everybody know about the New OGs podcast. Love and happiness. Peace out.